Hi, I'm Heredin, and this is my Grand Exchange UIM series. I created this game mode to make the fun of UIM accessible to a wider audience. I'm exploring this game mode from the beginning to the end game, exploring new and unique methods along the way. This is GEUIM. Okay, since I'm starting this episode at the start of members, I'm going to start off doing what everyone should do at the start of members. You need to start with these three things: agility, money, and beginner quests. So what I'm going to do is start off with a bit of quick fletching for a bit of quick money, and then I'm going to do one of my favorite quests in the game, probably my favorite early game quest. Okay, there's 20 fletching from chopping logs at the GE and fletching them. I could have just bought arrow shafts and feathers from the GE, but yeah, I guess I did this instead. Now that I have 8 GE slots and members, I can do this. I sell an inventory of unstrung bows in each slot, and then once my GE is full, I can abort all the offers and then compress them into one slot again, and I can fill up the rest again. And I can repeat this until my fletching goal is done, and my bows will sell automatically as I fletch them. I told you I had new tech in members. Birds' nests are absolutely insane. 7k is a lot of money for me. I think I'm just going to drop the cheaper bows because compared to 7k for one click, that is absolutely insane. Compared to the nests, bows are just not worth the trip back to the GE, even though I'm right there. Back 3 back Reldo steps. I'm not doing any of these because it is not worth it to run around the whole map for 10 water runes and a leather body. Okay, and with these last logs, there is 35 fletching. Now let me just strategically block this Discord link. With all the money I had before, and with all the money I made fletching, I now have 73k because of course I do. And now with 35 fletching, the next trees I can fletch are willows, but there's a problem. There are willows next to the Grand Exchange, northwest of it. You don't really think of them much when you think of where to woodcut, but for me, they're by far my best location for willows. Now the problem is I need an agility shortcut to get there and to get back. So I'm going to do some early quests with this money I have, and we'll see if I can get them done. Okay, you can probably guess what quest I'm going to do based off this gear. It's time to do the greatest quest in early members. As long as you put the lamps on agility. The bare feet have been stored in the GE. If this offer goes through, I'm not even mad. I brought a ring of wealth along so I can get back to the GE. This is one of my favorite items for this game mode because I need to get back to the GE after doing literally anything. And it looks like I forgot to record me getting into this safe spot, but here it is. Talk to this middle guy, get him in between you and the captain. It's that easy. There's 1 to 26 agility in one quest. This is why it's amazing. And you never put the XP on anything but agility. And now, I kind of feel like doing more questing, so it looks like with this 25 agility, I've unlocked a new quest, and that's what we're going to do. I didn't know this, but you can get Marks of Grace from the Gnome Agility course now. If you're wondering why I'm doing the Gnome Agility course at 26 agility, well... Alright, I have a question about this quest. Anita has never seen you before, and she gives you Gluff's house key that he lost. And she's never seen you before. And that's something that has to happen for the story to progress. No matter how many times I do this quest, I never get any closer to understanding how this safe spot works. It just randomly doesn't work, and then it just randomly starts to work after you accidentally get hit by the boss. Alright, and there's the quest completed. Got some attack levels, but more importantly, 32 agility, which means I have completely skipped the Alcarid course, although I do have to do one run for the diary, so I guess I haven't completely skipped it. But yeah, there's another really good early game quest. Okay, I can't put this jewelry on the GE, but I can get some money back and sell it to the general store. And while I'm here, I may as well buy out the whole stock. You can never have enough money on this game mode. So I kind of forgot I was doing agility for the shortcut, so here's me gearing up to do even more agility. I'm going to do the Varrock course until 37, and then I will be able to boost for the Canifis course. Okay, there's 37 agility. Next thing to do is go to Canifis, but I don't have Priest in Peril done, so I'll do that next. Okay, I don't have a good way to get rid of my marks of grace because I'm saving up for graceful and I don't feel like doing agility inefficiently, so I'm going to keep them in my inventory while I do priest in peril. I forgot I needed a weapon, so I bought Natty Skim, and now we're ready to go. And here I am back at the GE. It turns out there was a better way to do this, but I didn't think of it, so I had to run all the way back. Also, here's the moment I felt like testing if you can buy Chronicle cards on the GE. Apparently, you can. I wasted so much time going back to Draenor. Okay, there's Priest in Peril done. I can get back to Agility, but I don't feel like doing Agility, so we're going back to Fletching, as I have barely any money left from buying all these staminas. Okay, I don't have enough money for a rune axe, so I'm gonna have to burn all my charges on my Ring of Wealth and then sell it when it's uncharged. Now we can get back to Fletching, which is literally my best money maker. Compared to what I'm used to in free-to-play, it is an insanely good money maker. Okay, here are the willows that I was talking about earlier. I need this agility shortcut, and I can go over here. That's not a willow. Yeah, I can go over here and cut these willows down, and I can continue fletching. If you want an equivalent method for an account that can't use the GE, you can cut the willows in Lumbridge and sell them to the general store. But for me, I have GE access, so this will get me a bit more money. Not much more money, but enough to make it worth it. I made a bit of a mistake here. I decided to buy some agility supplies while I was selling everything I was fletching. So if I hit collect here, I have 3 stacks of items and coins that I don't really want. So I'm going to have to sell them all again. And I'm going to have 3 slots that I can't use. So it's going to be slightly slower to sell all of my unstrung bows that I've been selling. So I've decided, instead of just buying a rune plate body, I'm going to buy a ring of coins for all the money I have that I want to keep in the GE. That way, it's easier to tell what money is there just for me to keep in the GE and what I'm actually trying to buy, because it is plausible that I would be trying to buy a rune plate body. I thought of trying willow shields for a while, but they are not worth much. Okay, there's 50 fletching, which means I can go to maples. The only problem is there are no maples near the GE, so I will likely have to buy the log straight off the GE. Also, I got a medium clue, so I'm going to do that next. It requires Tree Gnome Village, and that's a good quest to do early on, so that's what we're going to do next. Alright, a little aside. I need to buy a house so I can use this house teleport, because I have no better way to get to the Tree Gnome Village than going to Rimington, then Artie, then just walking there. And there's Tree Gnome Village done. Now I can do my medium clue. I passed by here earlier, so I thought I may as well finish this quest too. Alright, my medium clue's next step is in Canifis, so this is a good time to get my agility done. I'm gonna go to 47 agility, so I can use a +3 boost to go to Falador. Alright, 46 agility, 1 level short of 47, but I think I can just summer pie the rest of these levels because I am getting sick of this course. And I still have a clue to do. It's actually crazy to me that there are people, most people I've seen, that skip this course and just do all their laps from 50 to 60, god damn it, from 50 to 60 at Canifis because it has better marks and you get graceful faster. But higher agility is really good, especially at bosses like Heredin, and I can't remember what it's actually called. I always do this course and just get a higher XP rate. I think it's like 30 or 40% faster. I don't know, it's actually insane. Okay, first mystery box of the account. Do I get a baguette? In case you didn't see it before, because it might have been in the last episode, I'm not sure. You can take off some of your gear to control how much you unnote. You can do this on a regular UIM. It is really good. Okay, with this last lap, there's 55 agility, which means I can use a pie to boost to use Sears Village. Also, if you're wondering why I have a pot in my inventory, I am also wondering why. Okay, now to free up some inventory slots, I can now buy some graceful. I'll buy the chest and the gloves. That'll clear out a space in my inventory, and I can use this stuff while questing. I have to be a little careful with what graceful I buy because I can't store it in my house yet. So if I want to do anything that requires that I wear something other than graceful, I'm really limited. If I wanted to do something like Slayer, for instance, my inventory would be half full of untradeable items, which I can't store on the GE. So I have to be a bit sparing with how much agility I actually do, at least until I get my construction up. I hope 12 pies is going to be enough. Also, I figured out why I got the pot in my inventory. I'm going to do murder mystery once I clear out all my inventory of agility supplies, and this is in the same area, so I'll save one trip. This quest is good to get out of the way early because it requires like 16 empty inventory spaces, and I don't know for how long I'm going to have 16 empty inventory spaces. Alright, this is nowhere near enough pies. The right number is not 12, it's probably about 25. Okay, I got some more pies, and I'm also getting some agility potions because if I'm within 3 levels of 60 agility, I can boost with those, and they are way cheaper. Way cheaper. Alright, I am at 61 agility, and I absolutely need a break from this, so I'm going to use this pot for murder mystery. This quest is done, and I am a bit closer to creatures of fen constraint, so I can do my medium clue. Okay, I said I was going to limit how much graceful I get, but judging by this clip where I get more graceful, I completely forgot about that. There is graceful legs. I'm in the mood to quest, so here is one more fundamental quest. Plague City. There's Plague City done, but you can't just do Plague City. I need the teleport. And this is going to be a bit of early game thieving skipped, which is absolutely horrific. 1 to 10 with one quest. Always side with the Majorat. Why? Because they're cool skeleton guys. Okay, there's Haziel Cult done. If you're wondering why I'm doing these quests, I need thieving XP, because you need 25 thieving for creatures of fen constraint, and then I can finally free up an inventory slot and use up this medium clue, unless I got another step. And there is 20 crafting, only cost me about 8k. These things resell for absolutely nothing. Okay, with a bit more thieving done, I have a full inventory of stuff I can sell, and I am 1 level away from Desert Treasure 1. I'm going to rely on the feud to get me there. This wasn't my thieving goal, but this will be useful later. Okay, I can't believe I didn't think of this. I can't use this maple longbow. I don't have 30 range. I'm still 1. So I guess I have a lot more questing to do after this. And now, this quest is done. Okay, I'm going to do my noting trick again. I sell an item, and then I abort it, and it's not a stack, so it doesn't note. Okay, well, I have other tricks. So the reason I want to have my stuff in the GE or in noted form in my inventory is because I'm going to kill Agrith Nar. The start of this quest is a bunch of running around in the desert, so I won't need my armor, and to save a trip, I'll try to stuff all my armor in the GE and recover it. This should save me a few staminas. Okay, now, if I abort all of these offers for crazy prices now, I can collect here, or I can go to any bank and just collect, and I have 4 bank spaces. There's the golem done. This should be smooth sailing from here. Oh no, I didn't check the requirements. My inventory is full of quest items. Okay, a lot of clearing later, and I'll be able to get, if I can spell molten glass right, I'll be able to get 30 crafting. Okay, 30 crafting. I really should have checked that first. I dropped all my quest items I collected, so yeah, I gotta go get those. Okay, final boss time, and just to be safe, I'll destroy this chronicle because it only has 2 charges. Then I get a few more sharks. There's this quest done. If I put all the XP on ranged, it should get me not quite 30, but close enough that I can throw darts at cows. And I'll safely be able to get the level. Ranged before the accumulator is just so horrible. By the way, in case you don't know, a lot of people train up accounts with iron darts, which are way more expensive than mithril darts. And mithril darts they're pretty useful pretty much all the way to 99 because they're so cheap. So this is what I'm going to do to get the last 3 range levels. Okay, at long last, there we go, 30 range. I can wield this bow, which means I can finally finish this clue. Okay, at long last, the clue is done. Was it worth it? Oh, that's so bad. Oh, I had this clue in my inventory for days. Okay, that clue got me to do a lot of beginner content that I needed to do anyway, so it's not as bad as it looks. Next episode, I got a lot more fundamentals to do, and I discover more new ways to get around the troubles of not having a bank, so I will see you all in the next one.